said that, Elder. No, the elder said God forsaken. Why? Because an example is you practice witchcraft. Now let's look at the dollar bill. On your dollar bill, you're saying God we trust. But we found out, pursuant to what Albert Pike said when he wrote his book, Morals and Dogma, in that book he said the God that you trust in is Satan, the God of witchcraft.
Lucifer.
Oh, Lucifer.
And Lucifer,
right.
they don't even know what the term Lucifer means. Lucifer is talking about you Edomites, man.
That's right.
You elite Edomites.
That's right.
Hey, the word Lucifer is synonymous with the word Illuminati. The word Illuminati comes from to illuminate something, to lighten something. So
right.
Illuminati is another way of saying Lucifer, or vice versa. You don't even know that, and you're praying to Lucifer, and you're Lucifer. You fucking dummies.
And then the light that you're into is witchcraft, which is wickedness. Now the Bible clearly says that the light of wickedness is not righteousness, something roughly paraphrasing. So that's why your light is being put out, America. And now we just brought out in this lesson the fact that your military bases, now we first heard it from John Todd, that your military bases practice witchcraft on the base, and I just gave you evidence of a base in San Antonio that has Wiccan inductees, all right, hundreds of them, all right? So America, you're finished, all right? You're finished.
I want to add to what you said. The proof on that, they made a movie starring George Clooney. I think Jeff Bridges was in it a few years back, Men That Stare at Goats. I don't know if y'all saw that movie. I actually watched the movie Men That Stare at Goats. It came out in the theaters about maybe 4 years ago, 5 years ago, and it pretty much was showing you that they have the actual, it was based on a true story. Now, people thought it was a comedy. It wasn't a comedy. It was actually based on a true story, but they kind of made it like a comedy, but it really happened. On the military base, they had special, actual, what they call it, programs and things set up. Exercises, mind control.
Yep.
And George Clooney was
manipulate. Yep.
Actually trying to use spiritual. They were trying to tap into the spiritual power, witchcraft. Actual units where they was doing that on a military base, right? Jeff Bridges and George Clooney was in the movie. That's the proof, showing you that that's what goes on the Esau is trying to tap in to the pineal gland and the spiritual power.
Well, that's you glorify witches and warlocks and stuff. You had a series called Bewitched, and you had Charmed. You had a series of the Harry Potter where you glorified witches and warlocks and made them look like the good guys and stuff like that, and everybody else are muggles, which are the bad guys. You had a movie out called The Craft. Where they went out into the wilderness, into the forest, and they were calling on the god Manu, and they received spiritual power and all that. You glorify witchcraft, all right? Because this society is based upon your father the devil. Give me Isaiah 47:10. Okay, good.
Isaiah 47:10. It says, "For thou hast trusted in thy wickedness, thou hast said, none seeth
your witchcraft. You became great because you worship, and the deities that you follow are Hamitic deities, man. Mm-hmm. Canaanite deities.
That's right.
Babylonian deities, Assyrian deities. Okay. Hey, go to Google when you get a chance and put in the word Canaanite deities or ancient deities. You can put in Dagon. You can put in Merodach. Name me some others. Molech.
Ceramicus, Tammuz.
Melkam, Ceramicus.
Nimrod.
Chemosh.
Which all them stupid Afrocentric niggas don't even know about a lot of them gods. They don't even know about that.
Hey, they got we hate.
Because you got these black consciousness movement people who they go back. Oh, I found out something. Hatshepsut was a girl that was that raised up Moses, which was a daughter of Tutmos. I believe that was Tutmos III, if I'm not mistaken. Okay. So that was Hatshepsut was the one that really raised up Moses, and then the Pharaoh that came against him when during the time of the Exodus was Tutmos the second, I believe.
Tutmos the second was Hatshepsut's husband.
Well, it was okay. It had to be him, but I had did the research recently. But it was Tutmos, either Tutmos the second, which was her husband, and it was Hatshepsut that I can't even say her name. Hatshepsut was the one that raised up Moses, and then they agree that he exists.
Yep.
And scholars have said had linked up Moses with this woman, Hatshepsut.
Yep.
All right, if I'm saying it correctly, okay. So he was raised up. He was raised up as a prince. He was raised up as a prince. Okay.
Yeah, the elder called for a list of Canaanite deities, which is what you worship, Esau, to get power from them. Anat, virgin goddess of war and strife, mate and sister of Baal or Baal Hadad. Asherah, walker of the sea, mother goddess, wife of El. Astarte, possibly androgynous divinity associated with Venus, and so on and so forth. I mean, there's a whole list of them. Dagon, here's Dagon. Let me pull out the ones we immediately recognize. Dagon, god of crop fertility, father of Hadad. Lotan, serpent ally of evil. I heard that. Melquat, Molech, god of fire. Molech is the so-called god.
Also the god of war. Molech is a god of war.
Yeah, that's the god, the so-called god you have there in Sonoma County, over there in the Bohemian Grove. All right, Redwood Forest, up there in Northern California. A 40-foot stone owl that goes by the name of Molech. All right, you don't hear about that in the news. The one time they brought that out was way back in 1981. It's still on YouTube. You can see a video of ABC News. They focused the Bohemian Grove, and they interviewed certain people from the Bohemian Grove, and they were all faggots. They interviewed this one cracker. You took one look at him, you knew he was a faggot. All right, he was a male attendant at the Bohemian Grove. All right, so what do they worship there? Molech, the god of fire. So, basically, you brothers will see the list. It's a bunch of so-called gods that the so-called white man worships.
And your gods are failing you. Okay?
That's right. And your gods are failing you.
Go ahead.
Ecclesiastes.
That's a topic. Yeah, that's a topic.
That's a lesson right there, man.
Your gods are failing you.
That's a lesson right there.
When you get it, go ahead. Speak. Go ahead.
This is Ecclesiastes chapter 19, verse 22. The knowledge of wickedness is not wisdom. That's the scripture. Neither at any time the counsel of sinners prudence.
Did you hear that, America? Did you hear that, Obama? The knowledge of wickedness, which is what you're into, is not wisdom. That's why America's going down. That's why your roads look like what? Swiss cheese. Your roads are getting worse and worse, man. What's up with these roads, man? They're just falling apart. And that fake-ass snow? Come on. America's finished, man. This place is done, man. So, Nate, you get your head out your ass, man. You talking about 40 more years? What are you smoking, man? What narcotic are you taking, nigga?
Your job is to keep narcotics off the street. You taking it, man. And then
now this guy, he's mad. He's mad because they're coming out with a series of movies. Because I watch now what he does. If you go to his site, IUIC in the classroom, he'll give you